Hello students. Last video we have seen till properties, commutative property. Now we have to learn about associative law of addition for integer. In associative law we have to take three integer. Just I will take for example 2, 3 and 4. So in this property 2 plus 3 small bracket plus 4 is equal to 2 plus 3 plus 4, means we have to put bracket in this 3 plus 4. So in associative means we have to associate 2 and 3 first and then 4. So just you add 2 plus 3, we will get 5, and then 4 plus 5, 9. Here also just you add 3, 4 first and then 2. So 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 2, 9. So 9 is equal to 9, both are equal. So this type of property is called associative property for integer in addition. Now next property is our additive identity. Additive identity means if any quantity, if you will add in that quantity of some quantity that never change its identity, means if you will add 2, what should we add 2 into, then result will be same 2. So what should be added in this? So we will add 0. It means 0 is additive identity. Okay. So for integer 0 is called additive identity. 0 is additive identity. Means if 0 will add to any integer, it will not change of that value of that integer. So 0 is additive identity. Next property our additive inverse. Additive inverse means if any integer will added will get 0, means what should be added to 2, we will get 0. So we have to add opposite of this number, opposite of this integer. So opposite of 2 is minus 2. So if we will add minus 2 to 2, we will get 0. So additive inverse of 2 is equal to minus 2. Additive inverse of 2 is equal to minus 2. Or like that you can answer like this: additive inverse of minus 3, what will come? Just change the sign, means additive inverse of minus 3, what should be added to minus 3 will get 0, means 3. So plus 3. Additive inverse of minus 3 is plus 3. Like that you can find for additive inverse of any integer. Now we will go for next our property for multiplication, because addition is still this only. Now I will explain properties for multiplication. Same these are property will come, but in that case we will do multiplication operation. Okay. So first in multiplication also, first property is closure property, then commutative property, then associative property, and then multiplicative identity, then multiplicative inverse. So first I will start closure property. Closure property of multiplication for integer. So in closure property again, if two integer will multiply, means 2 into 3, we will get 6. Means if 2 is also integer and 3 is also integer, if we multiply 2, 3 is 6, so 6 is also an integer. So it follow closure property. Next one we have to, next second part is commutative property. commutative property. Commutative property means 2 into 3 is equal to 3 into 2. Means just we have to change order of the integer. Means first I have written 2 and then 3 up. So 2 3s are 6. Again here also 3 into 2 means 3 2s are 6. So both are equal. So it follow commutative property. Next one, third one is again associative property for multiplication. Associative property. Associative property for multiplication of integer. So in this case also we will take three integer 2, 3 and 4, but we will put bracket 2 in between 2 and 3, and next 2 into 3 into 4 we will put bracket in between 3 and 4. Now we have to multiply in bracket means first we will do operation of this bracket, then we will do again multiplication. Means 2 3s are 6 and then multiply 6 into 4. Then also we will do operation of this bracket. So 3 4s are 12. So 2 into 12. So we will multiply 6 4s are 24. Here also 2 12s are 24. So both are equal. Means it's follow associative property for multiplication. Now our next property is multiplicative identity. Means multiplicative identity. Next property is multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity means what should we multiply of any integer, identity should never change. Multiplicative identity. So if we multiply 3, what should we multiply 3? Will get again 3. So answer will come multiply by 1. Means 1 is called multiplicative identity. So always remember for integer 1 is multiplicative identity. Like that additive identity is 0 and multiplicative identity is 1. So multiplicative identity is equal to 1 for any integer. Identity you can take positive or negative here. There will be no change. If you will take -3, again you multiply by -3 into 1, you will get -3. So it will not change its value. Means 1 is called multiplicative identity. Next one is multiplicative inverse. Next one is multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse means what we multiply 3 2 will get 1. So if we will take 1 upon 3, but 1 upon 3 is not an integer. So in multiplication, multiplicative for integer it not follow because it is not an integer. That's why. So just you write down here. Multiplicative inverse is not exist for integer. So this property will be not. This property will not follow. This property will not follow in integer. In integer. Okay. Now, like that in subtraction also. Is only closure property will follow. Associative commutative will not follow. In division also only closure property will follow. In closure will also not follow, and a commutative will also not follow. Associative will not follow. So I will explain till this only multiplicative inverse, and rest other because of they are not following. That's why I am not explaining till this. Now next class I will explain modulus mod and as well as absolute value of integer and so more. That's all.